Hi. Initially ignored by the media, the minor disturbances on Friday the 28th in Kingsland Road were catapulted into the headlines the next day and transformed into a riot. So what really happened? It was about the death of Ration Charles at the hands of the police. The whole brutal episode, if you remember, captured on video. The incidents began at the scene of his death opposite a small shrine erected in his memory at the Kingsland Waste, where he met his untimely death. A small gathering to commemorate him by friends, acquaintances, neighbours, mostly local youths, spilled over into a spontaneous protest with girls at the fore, blocking the road with portable bins. After a standoff, the police withdrew to the side streets, with a small crowd eventually dispersing into the nearby estates. The wheelie bins remained in the road, traffic diverted until well into the evening, when the gathering reassembled. Then the police arrived in force. As a reaction, some missiles were thrown, including fireworks, and a bin was torched. Riot police, tactical support group, advanced in formation, followed by vehicles. A small crowd were forced down the road to Dalston, where they erected a flimsy barricade consisted of plastic pavement barriers as a helicopter clattered overhead. Dog teams moved in, followed by mounted police who charged down the, by now, empty, windswept streets. The whole event was a textbook police containment and dispersal. No injuries or arrests. Only local youth were involved, certainly no outside agitators or troublemakers. Damage? A couple of broken windows, a bank spray painted. No broom brigade required. Mainstream, and in particular social media, were full of the usual cowardly racist crap the following day, describing the events as a riot, stoking fear and panic amongst the gentrifiers and hipsters who've been colonising the neighbourhood. Ironic when you consider the area was sold as edgy. The next day, the leftists, a few dozen, mostly stand up to racism and the omnipresent s.w.p. with Diane Abbott, held a peaceful picket outside Stoke Newington police station. Local youth were conspicuously absent. Diane Abbott herself, during the last election, had pledged an extra 10,000 police should Labour be elected. And how would they be employed? If Corbyn Labour had won the last election, the sequence of events leading to the death of Ration Charles and others would have been identical. The working class black youth are well aware of this. There is a true dilemma for the left. Who do they support? Police or youth? They are trying to run with the fox and the hounds. As statists, authoritarians working to a plan, should Labour come to power, they will side with the workers in blue. And if you don't believe me, just look at the situation in Venezuela. Anger, frustration, rage cannot be bottled up and diverted by calls for peaceful protest forever. A lot of people, not only myself, are asking how long before it really boils over. Really, it's quite incredible that it hasn't thus far. Bye.